Hello, I am Quinny. Welcome to the channel, guys. In this video today, we're going to be putting FC Cincinnati under the sorare microscope as we gear up towards rivalry week here on the channel. Now, Cincinnati were the laughing stock of MLS since inception, really. But this season, they're no one's joke. You know, they've really showed up. They've really got into a stride. They've really got themselves behind the scenes, in line and in order, made some good decisions on acquisition, and now it feels like with the correct coaching, with the sort of players they have, they're starting to actually produce some amazing cards on sorare, guys that you can put into teams and realistically do really well on the leaderboards with. If you haven't opened your sorare account yet, there's a video linked in the description in this video that is the #1 walkthrough that I've made that will make sure when you open your account you don't make any beginner mistakes and you maximise all the free items available. If you have any other questions or need any other assistance, just reach out to me in the comment section in this video and I'll get back to you. And if you're just here looking for the link to get the free card once you sign up, that is also in the description in this video. Make sure when you hit the link you sign up directly to make sure that it correlates and entitles your account to a free limited card. So today I'm going to be building the best Cincinnati team on sorare for rivalry week. I'm going to be thinking about the best value for money. Who are the guys that might come in good, that are doing okay now, or who's the key components in the team? What's the bang for buck like on it all? At any point in the video today, if you do laugh, you learn, you like something or whatever, please do like and subscribe, share, retweet, all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble and let's get stuck into it. If you could hit the subscribe button, I do daily global football content, everything from Wonder Kids and Rising Star Managers to fantasy football and watch-alongs. That will also automatically enter you into my April giveaway. This month I'm giving away a rare under 23 goalkeeper in the Turkish Superliga, Diego Souza, and 2 limited goalkeepers. If you want to stick around to the end of the video, we'll get into all the giveaway stuff again there. Now, with Brenner's future being so unknown at this point, I feel it's only right and honourable to say the star of the team is Lucho Acosta. He's came back from Mexico after being at DC, and he has, put this franchise on his back, and he's doing everything in his power to make sure that they start scoring goals and start creating at the right end of the field. Unfortunately, the defence has been leaky for so long, but they've managed to tighten that up in really consistent spells here this season, and they've got guys like this guy on the ball more often. He's a midfielder, so because they're not always conceding 4 goals, 3 goals a game, he's not getting that massive handicap on his score. At the moment, he's the 37th best midfielder in the world for sorare global fantasy football on his current scores of form. €84 for a limited is incredible, and just over €500 for a rare. It feels actually like a pretty good price considering how highly he's ranked on the overall. Brandon Vazquez, along with Lucho Acosta, has probably been the best SO5 card to have from Cincinnati this season. He's an under-23 striker, which always carries a premium. At the moment, he is €98 for a limited and around €660 for a rare. His form is really good. There's shouts for him getting into the America team and stuff like that. And as you can see, his only real crime in his career is just trying to get starts. That is the only real crime the boy's had. And now he's getting starts, he's starting to put the ball in the net, he's starting to take his chances and really make a name for himself. And this is a kid, this is a story, this is something in football that we all gravitate towards, and we all love seeing that underdog, that kid taking his chance and coming good. And this is a guy that, as a neutral, I enjoy watching. A special mention has to go to Harris Meduni, and he is currently €1. Or €14 for a rare. Now, he is integral to how they play, his range of passing, his creativity from the midfield thirds to play the ball into guys like Barry Allen, Lucho Acosta, and whoever else they've got, Brandon Vazquez, is phenomenal. He's just very old, he just doesn't get 90 minutes, doesn't get decisives, but his scores are something, but he's €1. If you need a filler one week, his L15 is 35, his rare is €14. If you ever need a filler, like a burner card, I don't think he's that bad. Brenner is, of course, the high-value DP in the team, and it's highly rumoured he's going to be making a move, but he's just hit a hat-trick against New York City. I caught the game myself. He could have had 5. He had 2 other goals disallowed in that match. He's currently €57 for a limited and just over €700 for a rare. And for a high-prospect Brazilian striker, I think that is decent going, especially with when he was in poor form at Cincinnati. He's still getting decent links into Europe, so he's still well thought of within the footballing community. And he's really, don't get me wrong, if you watch the New York City, you'll think, wow, he's actually the complete forward. But up to that point, I've watched him a fair amount because I've also had Cincinnati cards in my gallery. He's not really shown that to this point. He's only really shown himself to be effective in and around the penalty box. But against New York City, he scored a world day from like 30 yards or something. And even his runs and his interplay, his link-up was fantastic. But he is the real centrepiece. And if you are a Cincinnati fan, or even if you're just interested in high prospect talent, Brenner is a fantastic card to be looking at if you can tolerate the transfer speculation. Now, the goalkeeper situation is a really funny one. Roman Celentano just saved a penalty in the last match. He's been on good form since covering for Alec Can. And, you know, I don't see any real reason for this guy to be dropped. I watched the NYC game, as I said. I know NYC conceded 4, but equally, they could have scored like 7 or 8. The goalkeeper played a very good match. This Alec Can, when he came in and he played, he was making cult hero status at the club. So it's a real unknown. They're both at limited level, like priced well enough where you could pick up them both and then you can't really lose. At rare level, but it's just too expensive. With Celentano being under 23 goalkeepers are the most expensive item on the platform as a category. It's just not feasible, with Alec Can still holding up a credible value as a probable number 1 within the division. But at limited, I think you can get away with buying them both economically. I'd say this is probably the best team you're going to get out of Cincinnati. Blackett and Hagland and Jeff Cameron, you can rotate all of them depending on who the fixture and who's going to play and whatever. I went with Blackett because he's a bit more of a household name, to be honest with you. And Brenner, to be honest with you, I wouldn't buy just because of his certainty around his future. But like I said earlier on, he is a big piece, so if he transfers, as long as it's not to anywhere absolutely terrible, you can get a lot of longevity out of a card like that who's got a full career ahead of him, like across the world potentially with different transfers and whatnot. And the infrequency these guys have played with is the real hard part, unfortunately. Now, if we go back here to game week 282, which was last weekend, they all played, they all scored pretty well, and it would have won a tier 3. As you can see, Brandon Vazquez and Blackett did okay, but they didn't really kick on in a big way. You could even drop in something like Alvaro Barreal, who's a little bit cheaper. He has good upside as well. His form's just been kind of in and out recently. And I think once you see Matarrita come back into this team, the back line will totally change. I think Matarrita will be a big part of this team improving. And you'll also see Barreal get into much more advanced positions on a much more regular basis. And I think his form can improve further still. But generally speaking, I see Cincinnati as being like a budget lineup, because a lot of the players aren't that expensive, especially for U23. If you look at Brandon Vazquez and Roman Celentano, they're not that expensive and they can be key contributors in one of the most valuable divisions in Sorare. And then if you really want to commit to that, you can go and get a Brenner as well, just for that whole trifecta. Just get a wee defender and a midfielder from somewhere else across the league, and you could have a real good value for money under 23 lineup there if Brenner was to stay in Cincinnati. But yeah, I think for me, probably as I'm doing this video and I'm looking at Cincinnati, the one thing I'm going to be keeping a keen eye on is who they get in as a mainstay replacement for Haris Medunjanin, because that player, if he was like a 24-year-old or younger, or a bit more of that modern MLS signing profile, it could be a really exciting talent to get into a team that is functioning really well with that style of player. And because Medunjanin's scores aren't that OP now, potentially somebody that comes in to do his job would be slept on, and that could be something we could capitalise upon in the future. If you watch Cincinnati, you'll understand what I mean. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I hope you've enjoyed this one. Do not forget to like, subscribe and share and retweet and all that good stuff, guys. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Let's get into all the giveaway stuff before I let you go. I'm still doing monthly giveaways and I'm making it easier to enter. If you want to be entered to win this month's prize or any future giveaways here at the channel, all the same rules will always apply. Hit the subscribe button, you need to be a subscriber to enter, then leave a comment down below. Each month, a random comment from a random video will be selected as the winner, so the more videos you leave a comment on, the better the chance you've got of winning any of my giveaways. All the winners are announced at the end of videos the same way as we're doing here. The best way to keep up with the content has always been to hit the notification bell with all notifications turned on. As always guys, if you've enjoyed the video today, I'd appreciate it if you hit the like button. On screen now some other stuff that I've made that YouTube thinks you might enjoy. Stay out of trouble, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.